Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 10th to the 16th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guide to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Sagittarius. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. And y'all are so fun. I wish you were here. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Sagittarius, this week is a very interesting week. We're kicking it off. First, let me ask you, what happened for you during that full moon in Capricorn that we had last week? We're still feeling the energies of that. It happened, the energies of the full moon last for a while, and it was in your second house. Okay, so there could have been some changes, activity around your self-worth, self-value. There could have been also even like I'm getting more like shadow side, like getting more comfortable with it, being able to show others. But second house also rules my finances, your salaries. So there's still some activity around that. And the thing that's happening is on Monday, we do have Mercury opposite Pluto. So here's what's happening. All right. Pluto is in Capricorn. It went retrograde in Capricorn, and it's in your second house. So there could be, and Mercury, the planet of communication, Mercury, the messenger. So this is another one of those days where there could be some sort of power struggle. There could be an argument. There could be not seeing eye to eye. There could be something a little disruptive this day, and it could have to do with either money or your self-worth or self-value. Like someone could say something to you that just really hits home, and it's something like along the lines of like you're not good enough kind of energy, and you are not going to let that fly. So this is one of those days where I've been making the analogy, it's a standstill. It's kind of like it's like Darth Vader having a staring contest with Darth Vader. Okay, so it's like no one's budging. So this is one of those days that could have the potential to be explosive, especially with an argument, or it could be something that's just like yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, it could be with work, and I'll tell you why in a second. But before I even do that, this is one of those days where it could also be something that you just held in for a long time and you just let it out. Okay, you're just rah, 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 right? And we all have those moments. Okay, sometimes we say things that we can't even believe after we said it. We're like, oh my goodness, I said that. It happens to me all the time. But then it's like, okay, well, why did the universe say? You know what I mean? Like, I question it. But even still, it is one of those days where I just want you to be aware of the things that you say in conversations that you have, especially around career, especially around loved ones and people within your orbit. Okay, and if there's people that are like with that come at me bro energy for you, just smile, just be that Sagittarius, and and then really like just make sure that because sometimes they realize, oh shoot, I never should have said that, and they'll apologize. And if they don't, then have a true conversation, or heart to heart conversation, because remember, Mercury is still in Cancer this day. Now this is what's happening. Okay, so you're going to keep your energy levels high, and you're going to have that gratitude, and you'll be fine. But this is what's happening the day after Mars is going into Virgo. This is really big. This is a big aspect. It's going to be there for a while. All right, so Mars is actually finally leaving Leo. It's been there for a while. Mars is moving into Virgo, which is a lot more grounded, right? It's being more practical, pragmatic, but it's also being very detail oriented. It's being very analytical. It's being like it's like the Daniel Craig of Knives Out. Like really, do you know what I mean? Like in terms of your ambitions, your passions, things that you want, that's fueling you right now. It's very goal oriented is what it is. And so this is actually Sagittarius, or your 10th house of career, of public recognition, of fame, of honors, achievements. So this is honestly, your career is about to go on fire, like in a great way, right, Ruby? The Sagittarius, their career is going to go on fire. Career is going to be on fire. It's going to be lit. So I actually really love this for you. It's also one of those, you know how I said like Virgo is like very analytical, very pragmatic, but very analytical. It's like with the fact that we are in retro, all these planets are retrograde. If you saw your July forecast, I said that it's like it's like lifting the curtain so you can see a little bit more clearly in terms of your path forward, and that's what Mars in Virgo is too. Like you could see a lot of things that you missed or overlooked in terms of your goals and your passions, or others could point them out as well. Now, the same day, Mercury is going into Leo, so it's kind of funny there. It's we're Venus is still in Leo. Mars has left Leo. Now Mercury's going into Leo. Remember, any planets in Leo, fiery. Okay, so this is an aspect. It is 2 weeks, and so when I say it's like you'll like no holding back. Remember, Mercury, the planet of communication, leaving Cancer, which is all about heart to heart. Now it's in Leo, and now it's like fiery. And this is, you're a fire sign, so this is like you're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel this, and it's like no holding back. This is I need to be heard. I'm gonna be heard. You better hear me. This kind of energy, like speaking loud and clear, speaking from the heart, very passionate, very confident, making it. It's like making it known what you need. Okay, and so this is very interesting. It's very interesting what's going on with the astrology of the week. I guess we came back from a WALK, and she usually passes out. I know. Here we go. Let's just put her down real quick. Ruby, come on. Oh gosh. Okay, so she is that actually never happens. You got to see her wake up. So I'm gonna move the chair down here. All right, and she says hi, and she loves y'all, but she's like, I need to go eat my food now. Okay, so the last thing that's going to happen is on Friday, Sun sextiling Uranus. This is absolutely amazing. This is clearly the best aspect of the week. Okay, so like the best day of the week astrologically. This is remember, Uranus is a planet of surprises, the unexpected. So something very unexpected could happen this day, but in a good way. It's sextiling the sun. This is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this. So really keep that in mind. It could be a lot of different things here that's going to happen. Okay, there's a lot of different things that could happen around this time. You could have a lot of surprises that could be pretty transformative too. Remember, we are in Cancer season. The sun is in Cancer. That is your 8th house of death and rebirth, transformation, other people's money too. You could get some sort of, come on, there's a lot of that's surprising moments in like getting an inheritance, investment, something really nice with investments. Maybe someone owes you money, they finally pay up and give you like money on top of that. But keep in mind, it can be anything. Every Sagittarius is different. Everyone, it depends on your rising. Rising's going to feel a little bit more, but it could be also be something work related because there's so much work stuff happening with y'all in y'all's chart. So that's it, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for July 10th to the 16th. Again, this is for Sagittarius, sun and rising. And if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. Okay, so Sagittarius, that said, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for July 10th to the 16th. Sagittarius, I love you. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, I love you. You're amazing. Thanks so much for being here, Sagittarius. Wow. You know what? You're good. Yep. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. So okay, and then I'm gonna push these over a little bit more. You see what's happening here. Sagittarius, I do not make this up. I do not make this up. I hope you saw your monthly forecast. Like when I say life changing, I'm not saying like you are like Clark Kent going to turn into Superman. I'm saying there's going to be aspects of your life that are you're going to feel it this month. This is one of those months, okay? Now this is also one of those weeks. We're prepping up for these big aspects next week. But oh my goodness. If I don't want to I don't want to spoil it. If you didn't see your July forecast, but you should see your July forecast. It was mind-blowing. If you remember, you got the Wheel of Fortune in your future. And now, it's in your past. Sagittarius, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So, when you think about the continuation of what's happening here with your reading, hold on one second. I'm going to turn off this volume. Did you hear that beep? Okay, sorry. That was not meant to be on. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. Luck. Divine intervention. Game changing. This is life changing, okay? This is, but like in a good way, in the best way possible. Like the gods above looking down at you. You see the four fixed signs in the corners of the wheel here, bringing that stability. You even see the foundation. You see the symbols: mercury, salt, sulfur, air. Where? There we are. Okay. The building blocks, foundations of life. I mean, this is just crazy. This is, and it's 10. So 1 0 equals new beginning. Okay, remember it was in your future last time. Now it's in your past. So you are going through this major transformation. It is not even funny. That you heard that motorcycle too, like right when I said that. Yep. I already said this. You're gonna be driven. You're gonna be fueled up this week. It's like bang. Nothing can stop me now. Okay. Now the other thing I'm gonna point out. This card ruled by Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter, your ruling planet. I mean, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity. I love all this. It is in your 6th house, by the way. Jupiter in Taurus is in your 6th house of everyday activities, your routines, your habits, work, labor, health. I mean, you are good. You also got the Emperor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you also got the Emperor. I'm oh my gosh. Okay, so Sagittarius, I'm not even gonna play. Okay, so I'm not gonna even. Maybe y'all haven't seen your July forecast. I'm not gonna spoil it, but this is fated. Okay, this is a continuation. Like the fact that you had the Wheel of Fortune in your future in your last reading, now it's coming in the past. Come on. That is a cycle. If I did look at that, the Emperor in the heart of your spread. I don't even know what to say. You the North Node's moving into Aries next week, okay? The Emperor is ruled by Aries, okay? This is mastery of self. This is you finally getting to a point where you're just like, I know who I am. I know what I want. I am the ruler of my destiny. Aries moving into the North Node moving into Aries. North Node, remember what I said. That's your destiny. That's your calling. It's moving into Aries. Aries rules the Emperor. I mean, this is crazy. And then when you think about what's happening this week, oh my goodness, Mars moving into Virgo. Mars is the ruling planet for Aries. And then, like I said, that's Mars moving into Virgo is in your 10th house. Like, holy cow, this is crazy. You are coming into your own. He is the ruler of its own destiny. He calls the shots. He makes the calls. He's the ruler. He's a ruler, okay? And some of y'all are just becoming not only more, it's like you're becoming more famous. And I say that in a way where you're just being recognized a lot more. But some of y'all could literally start becoming maybe you're writing a book that's going to be, a blockbuster bestseller. Maybe you're an actor. Maybe you are, an interior designer that does something that gets a lot. Maybe you're a painter. Whatever you do, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. I don't even know what to say at this point, because he actually, I mean, the Emperor card is also ruled to like society too. You know, this is a lot of power in the heart of your spread. I cannot believe it. Now, well, I can believe it, but it's just the fact that these two. Anyway, okay. So, the Eight of Swords and your challenge area. Some of y'all, some things this week. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be something that's gonna make you a little, uh, I don't want you to fear anything, okay? I really don't want you to fear anything moving forward. That's all I'm gonna say. You're in a powerful position, Sagittarius. You're in a good position. You have a lot of power. I don't want you to fear anything, especially on that day when Mercury opposes Pluto. Pluto, the powerful planet of power. And so Pluto, which is like transformation as well. Pluto, what Pluto does, Pluto's a dwarf planet, right? But it packs a huge punch. And so what he does is he asks you, Sagittarius, he says, are you going to fear me? You gonna let me run your life fearing everything? Are you gonna own me? Are you gonna step up and own me? All right. So I want you to own everything that happens this week. Okay, you own it. You have that confidence. Don't let anyone get you down on Monday. If anyone tries to, you give the hand to the face. What is it? Give them the palm. Talk to the hand. That's what you do if that person's like aggressive, but just really draw a line in the sand, but be very diplomatic and cool about it. Remember I say, just be cool, okay? Now, if someone starts to try to like get you all riled up, just avoid it. Walk the other way, okay? And if it's a loved one, just grin and bear it. You're like, Can you pass the pickles? Do you know what I mean? Like, be cool, be cool, be cool. Okay, with the Eight of Swords there, it's almost like, for some Sagittarians, looking at your entire spread, it's almost like what happens this week is going to liberate you. It is going to let you come out of that. I always say her feet are free. She can walk out of this anytime she wants. Everyone's got free will. We were blessed with free will. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You're gonna let fear own you? No, you don't want fear to own you, right? That's I want you to be aware in all the moments. That's what enlightenment is. Okay, it's in the now. I want you to be aware in the now. But looking at your entire spread, there is going to be a sense of like, boom, let's get it done. Look, the Fool in your crown. I mean, a lot of innocence, opportunity. Look at all that sunshine, right? This is kicking off the Fool's journey through the major arcanas. I mean, you're ready. You're ready. You're ready for this new change in your life. You're ready to take that leap. You're ready to take that leap. Not even looking down. Look at him. Not even looking down. On the edge of the cliff. Okay? So take that leap. I know you will. You're Sagittarians. I know you will. Absolutely. 1000%. It's also, it's taking risks too. I want you to take risks this week if you need to, if you're sitting on a situation, take those risks. You're thinking about it. You're absolutely thinking about it, okay? You know what taking risks does? It builds your confidence. You know what confidence is? It's taking risks. Now, I say that because you got the Three of Swords. Oh, gosh. I don't want to... You did get this in your... Okay, here we go. Came up in the root of your spread. All right. So there is a sense of something that could be really emotionally impactful this week. I'm not going to lie. That Mercury opposing Pluto could be really hard. you know, for some Sagittarians, it could be a 1. It could be like, no big deal, no big deal. You know, every Sagittarius is different. Y'all got different personalities, different charts, birth charts, natal charts. Anyway, some of y'all, it could be a little bit harder. It could be like a 9 this week, something that's just like, oh, and you know, it could, you know, a lot of it could be coming from that full moon in Capricorn that you're still feeling. A lot of it could be from the Mercury opposing Pluto on Monday. Mark it on your calendar. Make sure that that's the day you be cool. You be cool. All right. So there's just remember, you're moving into this wonderful new place in your life, and I don't want you to be distracted. And here's the thing: 3 of Swords. Sure, I say it all the time. It's a heartbreak card, but we're human beings. It's okay to feel that heartache. And this is a month where that's going to happen. Everyone's going to feel a little emotional this month. There are so many aspects happening this month that, I mean, let me tell you, Sagittarius, let me tell you, and I'm going to talk about this later, okay? I'm going to talk about this later. But you know how I said Venus is going retrograde? That is a huge deal. It's a huge, huge deal, okay? Venus is going to square Uranus, okay? Venus is going to square Jupiter, okay? 3 times each, all right? 3 times each. That never happens during a Venus retrograde in Leo. That never happens. I mean, it's a special month. It's a special month, and these are good squares. This is breakthrough moments. This is opportunities, okay? It's like, you're going to be fine. So I don't even want you feeling this, okay? Take those swords out, okay? We're all human. We all feel like heartbreak sometimes, but it's all about moving forward. It's about learning and growing from everything that you feel that could be emotionally impactful, just so it doesn't happen again, so you're prepared the next time, and so you can evolve spiritually, okay? Spiritual growth. Speaking of which, hello, you got the Hangman in your future. Things are changing for you. Things are changing for you. You're having a brand new perspective. You're looking at things different ways, okay? Let's just keep it that way. You're looking at things in very different ways. I'm going to tell you something, Sagittarius. Mercury in Leo, remember Venus is in Leo as well, okay? Matters of the heart. But Mercury, now communication, in Leo. And remember, this is the 9th house, all right? All this activity. You're the native ruler of the 9th house. And the 9th house is spirituality. Here we go. Boom. So, this is surrendering things you no longer need because you have that confidence. You're ready. I mean, you're ready. You got the Fool in your crown. Some of y'all, it's going to be heartbreak in terms of letting things go that you just maybe have been in your life for a while. Okay? But hey, change is the only constant in this world. Greek philosopher Heraclitus, okay? You have to always accept change, embrace change. We change every day. Every day we change, okay? Things change in our lives every day. And you want the change. It is clear as day here, okay? And you have that power to change. You have the power to rule your own destiny. You're amazing. Sagittarius, this is great. This is great. So even though you have the 3 of Swords, use it, okay? Use that emotional moment you have to empower yourself, okay? I want you to feel empowered like the Emperor, not powerless like the 8 of Swords, okay? I want you to feel liberated like the Emperor, okay? Not limited like the 8 of Swords. All right, so it's all about your mindset here. All right, but be willing to let something go because you're about to go through some massive change. Okay, let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. And thank you so much for those who became members. I really appreciate it. Y'all listen. And I know, here's my little thing. YouTube told me to talk about the memberships in the videos. It's always so awkward. I've been saying that. I'm just like, it's weird to do it, but it really does help me out. Like, I do these I have a full-time job. So I do these readings on the side and spend like 12 to 15 hours a week after my full-time job. I always like try to squeeze in time. And my job, it's just been like really demanding, and it's getting to a point where I'm just like, I really just want to keep doing your readings because I love tarot and astrology, and I love all this stuff. I made a little video about it, but yeah, if you if it would be anyone that becomes a member, I'm super grateful. It's $2. It's just there's the join button. You can see it right there on your screen. It's right next to the subscribe button, but you'll see it. It's called join, and then you'll see you can become like a member or whatever. But anyway, that's my spiel, and I'm grateful for y'all, and either way, just the fact that you're here. Okay, I say it all the time. Truly grateful, and I am very appreciative because I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I do appreciate it, Sagittarius. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. See what's going on. Okay, so you see that your life is changing. You have a lot of power. Boom. Now, there you go. 3 of Cups. Hello. Don't sweat the small stuff. I know that's a book, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. Anything that happens on Monday, be cool, okay? Cool. Water off a duck's back, right? And if it's something like an 8 out of 10, be open to forgiveness, whether it's you or whether it's them, or be open to just still having that gratitude for the things that you have in your life. Water under the bridge, right? I don't because it is a day where there can be like resentments and even regret and stuff like that, and I just don't want that for you. But that's why I love the fact that you got the 3 of Cups. Enjoy life, celebrate life. Enjoy, be with your friends, be social, really have that moment to, it looks like there is a goal that a lot of y'all are going after. Okay. So don't be distracted now. Don't be distracted. Remember, Mars is in Virgo. You're not going to be distracted, but there is a little potential with the 8 of Swords there. So just don't be distracted from the big picture, from your journey, your life purpose, your calling. Don't be distracted. You did get the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so this came in your external factors area. The bigger message that I'm getting is that you have to let something go big time. Not just let something go, but big time. Okay, because the 2 of Pentacles came with a Hangman. All right, in your future external factors. So a lot of imbalance in this card. Okay, so it's he's got his foot off the ground. Waves aren't even. The pentacles are lopsided. A lot of imbalance. We're looking for that balance, but this is all about how are you going to find that balance? And then remember, this is all about surrendering something to move into this new cycle in your life. And you already are moving into this new cycle in your life, because remember, you had the Wheel of Fortune in your future in your July reading. Now you got it in the past. So you're already going through this transformative stage in your life. And I want you to ask yourself, where do you see that? Is it spiritually? Is it emotionally? Is it mentally? Is it in your physical world? But there is change happening in a magical way. Just now you got to let something go. Okay, you gotta let something go, and I truly believe that you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You got the 10 of Cups. All right, so you keep your energy high. You get that, you have that gratitude in your life. Everything, you're gonna be fine. Okay, 10 of Cups. Happy life, happy family, happy home, happy everything. I mean, happy, the only rainbow in tarot, by the way, indicating a promising future. Now, lastly, you got the 7 of Cups. You have opportunities coming through. I think a lot of y'all know that. Okay, and this is a month of opportunities. I said that in my July reading. Now here you go, 7 of Cups. Just know what you want and do not be distracted, because I do say this is the card of illusion and delusion. Okay, and so really know what you want. You see here, there's so many different all the cups are very different. All right, so you really have to know what you want, and put all your energy toward that. Okay, I believe you will, especially with Mars in Virgo and Venus and Mercury in Leo in your 9th house. I truly believe that you're gonna get there. You have to let something go, okay? And you have to ask yourself, what is that thing that I have to let go? Remember, we're upon Venus going fully retrograde. We're actually in a retrograde season, okay? We already have like 3 planets retrograde. These are all windows to the past, but using that to empower yourself and to influence you moving forward. All right. So really know what you want, and I'll do one clarifier for you because I'm feeling good. And what time? Okay, we'll do one clarifier. Boom. When I say I think you're gonna be good, you're good. When I say I think you're gonna make the right choices, you're gonna let that thing go, you're gonna. You got the Ace of Swords. You know what you want. You go for what you want. You put all your energy toward that one thing that you want the most. I'm not saying you can't have it all. You can have it all. Focus on that one thing you want the most first. Then once you get that, bring everything else in. Bring everything else in. But look, you got the Ace of Swords. Now, let me tell you something here, Sagittarius. When I say this is a big, like, your life is changing spread, aces change, swords change. And your final outcome, you're good. Sagittarius, you're good. You see the crown? And actually, you know what's really funny is that you know how I said earlier that I felt that some of y'all are gonna feel liberated this week, and whatever happens on Monday, it should anything happen. You know, if you're cool, nothing's gonna happen. Should something happen on Monday, I feel like it is gonna be a moment of clarity where it brings a sense of freedom. Okay, where you get to feel liberated. Now, Ace of Swords. This is victory. This is, come on, come on. This is something new coming through. Aces ushering in that new change. Swords are the air suit. And so it's something, you could get a message. You could sign a contract. Hey. It's also, you could, have this mental breakthrough. Last thing I'm going to point out is you do see the laurel branch and the sword hanging up there. Okay. Peace. So if there is something that happens on Monday, it's like you'll have peace. You're going to be cool, okay? It's also peace within yourself, all right? Just all that peace. You are amazing, okay? You're amazing. Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, and hey, I love y'all. Thanks so much for being here. Next week, oh my goodness, next week is the big week, okay? It's a big week. We are kicking it off with the new moon in Cancer. You know, new moons bring new beginnings, and this is a big new moon because there's a lot of stuff happening around this new moon, a lot of aspects. If you saw your July forecast, you know, it's a lot happening around this new moon, and it is in your 8th house. Death and rebirth, transformation. So do you see what's happening here? It's like you're on the brink of this big change in your life. And then next week also, it's the North Node moving into Aries. We're moving into Leo. I mean, there's so much happening, but and of course Venus going retrograde is the biggest thing of all. It's huge. Thanks so much for tuning in, Sagittarius. I will see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.